you guys still need headshots for Dark Matter? Well, this is the video for you. Welcome to the headshot tactics video. I'm basically going to be laying out a nice guide to help you guys get headshots for whatever challenges you need. Now, I'm going to be taking you guys to hardcore free-for-all for my first tip. I think it's the best game mode as far as getting headshots without having to kill your teammates in hardcore. So first things first, we're going to need a class. So to start off, you're going to use basically whatever gun you need headshots for. For this example, I'm going to just be using the ICR. We're going to use an optic. The reason I say we're going to use an optic, even if you like the iron sights, it tends to make headshots go a lot easier. Since we're in hardcore, we're going to be using quick draw. We want to get our shots off quick and be first to shoot. And then you can basically choose one attachment of your choice that you think is going to help you. Next thing is you're going to notice we're going really perk heavy. I basically have a tactic that I found helped me when I was going for headshots. Of course, we're going to need fast hands to go along with quick draw. And then next is tracker. You're going to notice when you use tracker how useful it actually is. I have some perfect examples later in the video, but basically it's going to help you track down people. You're going to get up behind them, even find the campers, and you're going to be able to shoot them in the head. Up next, we're going to need dead silence. Especially in hardcore free-for-all, people are going to be sound horning you, and we don't want them to hear your footsteps. And to say the least, we're going to do it back. We're going to go ahead and use awareness ourselves. It'll help pinpoint enemies, and we can get them for the headshots. Now, normally a lot of people don't play hardcore, and if you're new to it, you're going to notice that you're going to want to rush your shots a lot. One thing I do want to say is in hardcore, try not to scare yourself, try not to panic. You'll see a lot in my clips, I actually tend to lead my shot where I think their head's going to be, and that's what you want to do. I know it's hardcore, I know you can die quickly, but really try to hold yourself back. Now, here's a good example of why we use Tracker. Tracker was able to help me find this guy and pinpoint where he was going to be at. Without Tracker, I would have walked probably right past him and I would have died. But since he was camping so hard in that corner, we were able to sneak in the headshot. So you'll notice a couple times you'll be able to do that. People love to camp in hardcore, so that's what we're going to do. Here's another example where Tracker helps me. Unfortunately, I do miss the shot. That's just on me. Has nothing to do with the strategy, but boom, right there. That should have been a headshot easily. All thanks to Tracker. This is why we use Tracker, and this is why I highly recommend it. Now, another thing I really want to talk about is how you approach your headshots in hardcore. You don't always have to directly try to aim at their head. You could strafe your shot. And by strafe your shot, I basically mean you're strafing in the direction of their head. So let's say you start shooting and your aim is a little bit off. You strafe towards their head and you're bound to hit them. All you need is one bullet to get that headshot. Now something you'll notice I do, like right here, I'm very patient. You want to really hold yourself back in hardcore and be patient. For example, right here I lead my shot. I know where his head's going to be, so I start shooting where I think his head's going to be, and it lands me that headshot. Another thing you can do right here, I tried it, didn't work too well. It depends on what gun you're using and the angle of it, but you can jump in the air and aim down towards their head, and sometimes hip firing will get you the headshot. I was unlucky there, it's okay, it happens. Now I do want to say, like, let's say another disclaimer real quick. This tactic can be frustrating. In hardcore, it can be really unpredictable. It depends on your enemies and how experienced they are with hardcore, but sometimes you'll be in those games and you'll notice that, you know, things aren't going your way. You're trying to get them in the head, everybody's killing you first, and you're starting to get frustrated. You know, a big tip, and I try to really keep this to heart, is to stick things through and give it a couple tries. You know, I was recording this gameplay, and before I even got this one, I had a couple games where it's just, you know, I was like, I can't record this, I can't show this, you know. But I stuck it through, and then it resulted in this game. And I actually got quite a bit of headshots this game. I could have gotten more. Some shots were unlucky. I probably actually could have won this game if I wasn't trying to go for the headshot against this guy right here. Now, as far as the strategy goes, you guys can change it up. You guys can adapt to whatever feels good for you. This is mainly just to try to get you guys like going on your feet with some sort of head start as far as getting headshots. Now guys, I do want to just put this quick plug in right here. It did take me a long time to edit this video, get the clips, and I put a lot of effort into this. So if you know anyone out there who needs help with headshots, who needs a little like kickstart to get going for Dark Matter, let's say, please share with them this video. It'll help them a lot. And I put a lot of time into it, so it would mean the world to me. I think this game I actually got 12 headshots. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten way more if I slowed down and was a little bit more patient with my shots. You know, as much as I want to like give you guys advice, sometimes I need to take my own advice. Now I know there's a few of you out there who refuse to play hardcore, and I can understand why. It can be frustrating. So I'm going to give you a little tips on core gameplay as far as getting headshots. One thing I do highly recommend is try going to a bunch of head glitches. Here in the background, I show you a whole bunch of head glitches in some popular maps that you can hang out and try to get some headshots. One thing, run high caliber with this. That's only on assault rifles. Now you really want to keep the head glitches mainly for the assault rifles and the LMGs as far as headshots go. I will say this though, for SMGs, one thing I can say that helps is sometimes you can run a laser and you can hip fire towards their head. If that's one thing that can work, but also you'd be surprised how strong your mind can be. If you tell yourself and you really focus in game for the head, like you put nothing but the head in your mind, you'll notice you'll get more headshots. Like I know KD matters, I know you want to win, I know you want to get a lot of kills, but if you're going for headshots, really focusing in on that will help you a lot. Something else too, you can also use some of the tips from hardcore in core as well. You can use the tracker perk, you can use the dead silence awareness, you can sneak up on people and shoot them in the head when they're not suspecting it. So hopefully these tips helped you guys out, but realize I'm only one person. If you guys have tips of your own that you want to give out, put them in the comment section below. Also, quick shout out to Tiger, he helped me with these clips. Thank you buddy, I'll put his Twitch in the description, and until next time guys, have a good one.